Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Cowboys going up against the Vikings. So now let's go to Arlington, Texas, where Jim and Phil have the call.
There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms. Welcome to Wild Card Weekend. The playoffs are upon us, partner, all season long, building up to this week.
Man, you just talked to them, Jim, and the coaches, to think back to training camp when you have all those wonderful thoughts. The season's going to fall our way. We're going to get it done. Well, it happened. So here you are in this game today, this wild card game. Can you play again next week? That's the big question.
The Vikings are back deep, waiting for the kick. The Cowboys ready to get this action started. Here we go. The playoffs are underway.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future.
Let's go. First down at the 20. Scans the field. Launching it deep. And it's incomplete.
This is a collection of wide receivers that could dictate this game today. They must find a way to create separation for their quarterback.
Second down following that incompletion. The Cowboys lined up in the nickel. The give. And that's a gain of 9.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Now third and short following the run. Here's the handoff.
Trying to find an opening to the right.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
The Vikings snap it at the 31. Blindly spins away from the hit. The Vikings get a first down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
I think when I was playing, anytime we crossed the 50-yard line, it was kind of like a big sigh of relief, because I knew now that there were a lot of things that could take place. I could afford to take sacks. I could afford to be a little more aggressive. Let's see how the offense reacts to this.
Tackles made.
It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
A first drive and a first touchdown.
What a great job by the offense getting on the board, and man, that'll get rid of some jitters here in the wild card round. You're nervous, playoffs, take that football down there and score. That'll settle those nerves down.
The Vikings with the PAT to come.
It's good. He'll have a chance to take off.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
This quarterback, at this point, this is not a first-time experience for him. He's been in a lot of big spots as he takes the field for the first time today.
Yeah, veteran quarterbacks, Jim, you're right. It's not their first time seeing a game, situations. They're ready for everything, and their thoughts are always good.
The Cowboys all bunched up here as they get set at the line. First down at the 24.
Reaches out and snatches it.
Ducks out of bounds.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
First down at the 45.
That's a tackle right near the 48. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game. Second down here after that run play.
The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Got drilled as he throws it. Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young, they're unheralded, but they do know how to make plays.
Now looking at third down. The Cowboys will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down.
Out of the gun. Secures it with two hands.
So this offense fails to move the chains here on third down, and that's an early win for this defensive team.
Yeah, it was. Good job by the defense. I like what they did. Now can the offense come on the field and get involved and make something happen and get some emotion on that sideline for that football team.
And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Vikings offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, this secondary will certainly need to be on point here in the passing game.
In a dangerous spot here. Backs to the end zone. Stepping up to the line at the 6.
Let's go.
Second down and 7.
Gets the handle here. And pick up about 4.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Third down and 3.
Back to him. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
3rd and short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
First down at the 36. He's tackled right at the 36. The Cowboys defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Halfway through this first quarter now. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Vikings get set on the line and need to get to the 46 for a first. Catch made. Gains 11.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 49. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
The Cowboys defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
They tackle him for a loss. We're early in this one, but already a crucial 3rd and long play coming up.
These are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
This is 3rd down. The Cowboys out now in a 4-6 formation. Looking across the middle, got the completion. Tackles made.
When you have a lead and your offense is playing like this, what's it do? Gives your defense a great rest. They're loving this drive as they sit on the sideline.
The long drive continues. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. They'll run it here. Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
No play can be absolutely perfect. The running back has to make somebody miss or break a tackle like this one. He breaks that tackle and it leads to a score.
The Vikings lined up now for the point after. And the point after is good. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Vikings defense, Bill, where are they right now mentally after the last time giving up a couple of first downs, but in the end, forcing the punt?
Well, they feel great. And I'll give a lot of credit to the coaches on the sideline. I thought they put the players in good positions, and the players took advantage of it. That's why you like defenders who are good, punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
The Cowboys from the 22. And they get the sack.
Well, defensive tackles, so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fellow, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack.
Out of the shotgun formation. The Cowboys get a first down.
Cowboys put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that 1st down.
The Cowboys snap it at the 36. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
1st down at the 48. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
The Cowboys break huddle and show a jumbo look. The catch is made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
And that's a gain of 10.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up 1st downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Cowboys snap it at the 31. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
2nd and 11. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. 3rd catch today so far.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7. The Cowboys will look to get to the 21 to extend the drive and pick up a 1st. Unbelievable grab.
It's a nice drive by the offense, Jim. They're down. They're driving down the field. Let's see if they can put 7 points on the board.
Play after play after play here on this drive. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. Throws the pass. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. And that will close out the 1st quarter in Arlington, Texas. We'll be back after the break for the start of the 2nd.
Gatorade, born in the lab, proven on the field.
The Cowboys' offense is still out there as we get the 2nd quarter underway. This will be the 11th play of the drive.
Get ready.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. And he hauls it in. The Cowboys pushing towards the end zone here, partner.
Yeah, Jim, they're trying to get back in the game. And what I want to see here, I want to see some creativity on the offensive side to get this team back in the game.
Get ready.
They're going to run it on the toss. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. The defense loading up on the line. Touchdown. This game is tight. number 2.
Oh, hey, Jim, it turned everything around. Now they're right back in this football game, and, hey, they could get some confidence and start playing better on both sides of the ball.
The Cowboys now will tack on the extra point. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings are about to have the football kicked their way. Their lead has been trimmed. The score's 14-7. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Ball is out. They pick up the loose ball, and here they go.
This game is still about hitting. When you hit the other team hard enough, that football comes loose. Nice job by the kicking team. They make the hit, and they recover the fumble. Great job.
Well, no surprise who's been the catalyst for this offense as they head back onto the field. It's been a top-notch performance from their star receiver in the first half.
Not surprised by that, are you? I mean, the guy comes through and delivers every single week. He is truly a playmaker, and we've seen that so far here in the first half. Just hope the rest of his team realizes he needs help. This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. He makes the catch. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
They're going back up top. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
First and goal from the 5. That gains 1. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Second and goal from the 4. Has his target, and that picks up 3.
Can the defense come up big in a situation like this? You got a 7-point lead. I think you need to be aggressive. Attack this offense.
Just a yard out. Third and goal from the 1. Power surge for 6. Touchdown.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
The Cowboys with a PAT to tie the contest. The point after try is in the books. Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 14-14. The Cowboys now getting ready to kick it away. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Vikings head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make them work.
They bring in the extra tight end. He'll throw it over the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Partner, looking at the stats, it's a tie game here in the first half, but the passing attack has looked strong. So that's big moving forward.
Got to be happy with the passing attack so far in this game. The quarterback has great confidence, and why not? He's one of the more talented guys in the NFL. Good recipe for success. Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Cowboys lined up in the nickel.
Get ready. Break for the
2nd and 8. And now they're going to go with the draw play. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Vikings will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. 3rd and 5. Brings it in. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense. Knowing the situation, go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
They're in punting formation. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Cowboys really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Rock for a loss on that play. This game might be tied, but that's with no rushing attack to this point. They have to be optimistic that that's going to turn around, and that could lead them to victory the rest of the way.
Jim, sometimes running backs are just like quarterbacks. They got to get confident. So how do you get a quarterback confident? Give him plays that'll work so he feels better about himself. And the same is about a running back. Give him more carries, and sooner or later, he will get it going.
The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. The Cowboys take it from the 23. And that's going to be a 3 and out.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
This punt will be returned. The ball is fumbled. No one's going to get him now. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting a turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
The Cowboys for the point after. He made it. The Cowboys getting ready for the kickoff. About the 27 before he's taken down. And as we get ready to get this drive started, it's apparent this offense hasn't gotten its usual jolt from the running back position. What's happened here?
Look, you need your stars to play well in games to win, and that is not the case here so far. The star running back having trouble finding a lane to run into, and they need to get him going if they want to win this game.
And you look now at what's been happening here in the first half, and while they're trailing, the passing attack has been effective here, Phil.
It's been very effective, Jim. When you watch this game, listen, this coach likes to be aggressive in the pass game, and his players have rewarded him. The offensive line, they are protecting well, and the quarterback, when they're open, he is putting that football right on the money.
He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
And he just tosses it incomplete. So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Double tight end formation. Looks like a penalty on the defense.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confusion's over.
That picks up 11. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
Got a big lane. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
2nd down and 2. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
The Vikings running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 2nd touchdown today. And just before the half, they battled back and tied the game. That could do a whole lot for the mood of that locker room at the break, Phil.
No question, Jim. It just gives you an emotional lift to find a way to tie a football game up right before halftime. That was a nice drive and a good job done by the offense.
The Vikings have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. Inside of the uprights. Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 21-21. The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. He's got a chance to return this one. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Cowboys offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
6th catch today so far.
Nowadays, we see it all the time, don't we? Quarterbacks break and contain, stepping up in the pocket, getting outside, and more we're seeing these guys are getting better at throwing the football while on the run.
It's first down as they head to the line. To the ground. Wide to the left. And he's brought to the ground.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Looking across the middle. Picks up about 5.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Getting away from the pressure. Intercepted. He's in the clear. He's in the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The Vikings for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Vikings getting ready to kick it off. And he'll start his return. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second down now.
Let's go.
The Cowboys now moves the chains.
Quarterbacks always love play-action passes. Why? Because it usually gives them a little more time to throw. When you get more time, you're going to make a better decision, and you're going to be more accurate.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. All right, following the 2-minute warning, we've got a defense trying to maintain the lead as we head towards halftime. First down and 10. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The Cowboys snap it at the 36. Makes the catch in open space. That's reception. Number 7 for him.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
And they deck the quarterback. The Cowboys elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. Coming to the line at the 43. From the shotgun. Finds his mark. Gains 15. Offense needs 2 yards here on third down after that pass play.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
The Cowboys get a first down.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Reaches out and grabs it. And picks up about 3. The Cowboys call a timeout and are left now with only 1. At the 16-yard line, here they come. Second down and 7. Keeps his legs moving. The Cowboys now move the chains. First and goal. Has Dallas in the end zone. Things suddenly feel a lot different as that touchdown ties things, Phil, right before the intermission.
Oh, yeah, it just changes everything. It puts one team in a funk because they left the other team tied up. And, of course, when you're the team that's behind and you score that touchdown to tie it up before halftime, man, that makes you feel great.
Driving extra point is good. The Vikings await the kick. As the game has been tied here late in the second quarter, scores 28-28. The Cowboys getting set to kick it away. They'll take it at the 20. The Vikings offense has played a magnificent first half of football here.
Look, at halftime, there's going to have to be some adjustments made by both teams on the defensive side. And I don't know what they do. I would just start out with this. Just be more aggressive and get those players into the game.
The Cowboys defense now is going to go nickel from the shotgun. Gives himself up.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
The Cowboys with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 2nd and 6. Ball is out. A first half that saw both offenses running up and down the field. We'll see if they can maintain this pace in the second half. Larry Ridley is coming up next.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Vikings have it at the 9. Pass will be completed out of the gun. And he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. The Vikings is up now by 7. Third down from the 45. Pass will be completed over the middle. And he'll be tackled down inside the 20 at the 17. Later on the drive, he stays up the middle on the run. And he'd go in for the 17-yard touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Fourth down, inches to go. They'll go to the ground and pound here. And finally on play 14, they score. Cowboys down by 7. Third down from inside the 20. They'll go with a quick screen. He caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. Vikings tied up at 21. Cowboys line up at the 3. The pass ends up being picked off. Vikings will end up returning it for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Cowboys have it at the 7. The pass complete out of the gun. And he'd cap off the 11-play drive with a TD. The Cowboys tied up at 28. So we'll wrap things up here and go back under the lights where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. The second half is underway, and we may come down to the wire in this wild card matchup. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
Well, let's go.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. He's tackled right at the 24. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Trying to absorb these numbers in a tie game. The running attack hasn't been there, but they may continue to try to make it work and try to control the clock.
Absolutely. Don't lose your patience. We say it all the time. It's a tie game. Try to run that football. Keep the defense guessing. Don't become one-dimensional. If you do that, you're going to have no chance at winning.
From the gun. Makes the reception.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
First down at the 46. The Cowboys get a first down.
Corner routes not thrown enough in this league anymore. A lot of teams don't do it because it takes a strong arm quarterback to get it done. That was a terrific throw up the field that time.
Coming to the line at the 32. First down following the long play. From the gun. On the money. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Handoff made. Gets about 9 on the play. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in
his hands, complete, touchdown. Whatever adjustments they made at the half obviously had an effect. That touchdown gives them the lead.
No doubt about it. That's got to be so satisfying for a coaching staff to go in at halftime, tell the offensive players some new news to readjust them to what they've seen in the first half and come out and score. What a great job by the offensive staff.
Makes the PAT. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. He'll take it from the 1. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 25. Scanning the field. Finds his mark. That's his first reception today.
The Vikings look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. And gains maybe 4.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. Dropping back now into the shotgun. The Vikings now move the chains.
Jim Nantz, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. They'll go ground. Brought down at the 32. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second and 3 after that last carry. Going for the home run. Up in the air and comes down with the catch.
The Vikings did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the 2nd half. You keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Minnesota in for the score. In the end zone for the 3rd time. Well, we knew the next score was going to be a critical one, and it turns out they're the ones to get it, making this a tie game midway through quarter number 3.
Oh, boy, that just takes all the pressure off of you. You know, when it gets in the 2nd half and midway into 3rd quarter, you start watching that scoreboard. So to come up with that touchdown and tie this game up, that eliminates a lot of pressure.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. There's a flag right there.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block it.
2 tight ends on the field here. 1st down at the 18. Has his man. Gains 5. We have a tie ball game, Phil, but this is a quarterback who has had it his way all day long, and he wants the football in his hands at the end.
Oh, of course he does, because everything is going his way. When you see a quarterback this high, of course we know he's not doing it all by himself. The offensive line, they've been outstanding, and the wide receivers, they are going and getting that ball.
Let's go.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 25. The Cowboys get a 1st down.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those 1st downs and keep it going.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. He's got the catch. That's his 3rd catch of the day. If you're a great player in this league, you're not going to have too many bad games in a row. And this quarterback has shown us today that he's back to being his normal self.
That's right. He's just really too good of a quarterback to have back-to-back bad games. And what he did after last week, he looked at the film, he corrected mistakes. That's why he's playing well today.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. First down on the way. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that gains a few. Offense has not been hard to find at this one, Phil.
These guys are making it look too easy out there, and I can tell you from experience, and we all know it's not that easy, but I'll tell you this, fun to watch.
The Vikings lined up in the nickel. The Cowboys have it at the 44. On the money. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
3rd and 5. Makes the reception. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down. This is a wide receiver, Phil, right here, who loves to get his hands on the football.
Yeah, we've talked about him all day long. What else can I say about him except he's great? Jim, that's what he has in common with you.
That's a gain of 6. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
They call his name again. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set him back for a loss.
The Cowboys offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Gets it out for the completion. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
The Cowboys take it from the 23. Pulls it in. And that's a gain of 9. That's his 4th catch of the day.
The Cowboys coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them. Well, the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you can do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out.
Takes it from the gun. Gets it out for the completion. Gets about 9 on the play.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
First and goal. The give. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
The defense gets a sack.
Holding defense.
The offense heads to the line for the 14th play of this drive. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. touchdown. And how big was that, Phil?
It was big. What a drive. What a good job by the offense. Terrific play calling. And what execution by the players on the offensive side.
The point after is good. The Cowboys defense will now be ready to get on the field. Their offense moved the ball over 80 yards on that last drive. Really no answer for them on what was a very impressive drive. And no return this time as he takes a knee. The Vikings will try to answer right back here with another touchdown. Both offenses dominating the game right now. It's been a while since we've had a drive that hasn't ended in a touchdown, Phil.
You're right, Jim. The offenses are dominating, and you look at the defensive players, they are truly on their heels. They don't know what's coming, and they don't know what to do.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. The defense gets the sack.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
The Vikings line up, split backfield.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation. And he's dropped for a loss. Got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. The Vikings are going with a new quarterback after an injury to the starter.
I think sometimes this can help a football team because everybody knows that he's not the starter and they got to pick their play up. If they do that, that's going to be a good sign for this football team.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. And you know, Phil, with this third quarter winding down, how important a third down stop might that wind up being?
Oh, I think it's going to be huge, Jim. You know, here we come to the end of the game. The pressure is coming on, and that stop might put some pressure on the offense.
He'll have a chance for a return. That's a gain of 10. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been all about touchdowns today as we welcome you back to the action. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Has his target. He is brought down at the 49-yard line. That's 5 receptions on the day.
The Cowboys offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
First and 10. Here's the handoff. He is tackled right at the 50. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. As they continue to lead, you do wonder if this team will run the football more, even though it has been really ineffective to this point.
No, I'd say this. I would go with the pass. You know, you can win the game in the NFL just passing the football. That's what they're going to have to do here today. The run game, it's been rough, and I don't see it changing.
Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's third long, and even though their team is losing the game, you can get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
The Cowboys have to get to the 41 for a first, and he's forced to the ground. And now, Phil, with this final period underway, we get something we haven't seen all that often. A third down stop to get an offense off the field.
Yeah, the offenses have been spectacular out here today, but finally the defense said we have had enough, and they got it done on third down.
For a gain of about 5. And a run back of about 5. The Vikings offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen. Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. Vikings, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
The Cowboys with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 39. Throws the pass. That pass was hurried. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The Vikings lined up, bunch formation. 2nd and 10. Has the grab. And he is tackled at the 44. Third catch today so far.
Jim, here in the fourth quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets the completion. Good job.
Third down and 5. The Vikings now move the chains. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Vikings just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
He'll take the snap from the gun. He has the grab. That brings the play to an end.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First and goal to go from the 2. They run the counter play. Good for only a yard.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Just a yard away. Second and goal from the 1. He's brought down.
Big situation right here. Touchdown ties the game. We're in the second half. What will the defense do? Will they be aggressive or will they not take a chance?
Third and goal from the 1. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. That touchdown ties this game as we move into crunch time. Partner, who knows what these final moments have in store for us?
Yeah, we don't know, Jim, but I know this. Keep the pressure on. The defensive coordinators, his team takes the field. Go out there, do something they haven't seen before. Put the pressure on the opponent's offense and see if they can handle that. I don't think they can.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. The tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic. Wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
Second down, even after the completion. The Vikings will come out in the dime. Makes the catch. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line. And now here we see a tight end who has consistently found a way to get it done, Phil.
I just wondered what, Jim, when you look at this guy today, what's it like to be so good? There's nothing he can't do, and we're seeing it here on the field today.
Catch made. The Cowboys get a first down. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. He pulls it down somehow. Coming to the line at the 18.
When we were at practice on Friday, Jim, this team was working on red zone offense all the time. Well, here they are. It's a tie game. We'll see if all that practice pays off.
Has 12 on this play. That's his 6th catch of the day. First down here after the completion. Trying to beat the play clock. Makes the touchdown, Dallas. Critical time, they found the end zone and taken the lead. It's up to the defense now to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's what they've done. They put the pressure on their defense, go out there and finish this game off. And then, hey, look, you always got to feel good as a defensive player when you take the field with the lead.
The Cowboys getting set for the kickoff. Ball is out. A huge turn of events. The ball's going back the other way.
Special teams in this league, especially when you're talking about kicking teams. The kickoff team this time, they hustle, they get down there, they make the big hit, and it causes a fumble, and they recover.
Gets the handle here. That's a gain of 7.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down, 4 to go. Picked up a couple that time. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
That was a predictable play call here in the fourth quarter. You got a little lead, and you're trying to run the football to run out the clock, but the defense was ready and stopped it for a short gain.
Third down and 1. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down. You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick. But still, a letdown for the offense.
Takes it from the 4, and he ball is out. Fumbles on his way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting a turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
The Cowboys with an extra point try on the way. Extra point was good. The Cowboys setting up for the kickoff. 26-yard line. Two extremely talented tight ends having very big games for their teams today, Phil.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to stop the tight ends now in today's NFL. There are so many plays designed for the tight end. The only way I know you could stop them, you need a pass rush to get to the quarterback before he can throw it to the big tight end.
Let's go.
First down at the 26. Brings it into his body. Gets about 4 yards that time. The Cowboys haven't forced many turnovers this season, but today they're having a big outing. And it's easy to see why they're winning because of it.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on the defensive side. They are hustling so much. And when you hustle, you get more defensive players around the football, and that's how you cause turnovers.
An open lane. Brought down at the 44. The Cowboys defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First and 10. That leads us to second down. They'll go shotgun here. Be a gain of about 2. Third down. Out of the shotgun. Makes the catch in the open field.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
The football sits at the 40. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. First down and 10. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. Here we have second down. The Cowboys defense now is going to go nickel. Easy catch there. No one near him.
What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out. And look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he let him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
Touchdown, and they get one back.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
An extra point is good. The Vikings in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
Looking at the quarterback matchup, it's a tight game, but these two guys have been going in opposite directions today.
I was always told this by my coach in the NFL. Sims, on Monday, they only want to know one thing. Did you win or did you lose? They don't care about the statistics.
It's a 2 tight end formation. Now first and 10. Handoff out of the I formation. That's a timeout by the D. Line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. Second and 9. They'll run it here. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. The Cowboys need to get to the 34 for a first down. They'll run it with him again. And And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. All set to punt here. That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at it.
1st down, pressure on every snap now. Has it right on the sideline, inbounds. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way.
Well, there's just no other option for the offense right here. They got to go to the hurry-up because they have no timeouts left. So get as many plays off as you can.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. 2nd down, and they must be careful at this point. The Cowboys lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
2nd down and 10. Tackled in the end zone, and this is a safety.
You always have to know where you are on the field. As a quarterback, when you're backed up and you drop in the end zone, that has to make you nervous. That time, the quarterback, he just held on to the football too long. He sacked, and he cost his team a safety.
Going to try his luck here. Going to be a penalty here.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal. Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it.
He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up 1st downs, and you don't fumble the football. I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down here after the run. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. And that's going to do it in this wild card matchup. One team moving on to the divisional round, and the other heads home for the long off season. All right, one side moving on to the divisional round after this victory today in the wild card playoffs.
How about that? All year long you work, you make it to the playoffs, and then you get a playoff victory. You realize then as a player what a difference about the regular season compared to the playoffs.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.